Next time you really have to pick a better range. I want a view.
I know. I'm sorry. It's the best I could do today. All right, let's do this thing. I am going to the range today with my buddy Pete Johnson. If you guys listen to the podcast, he was on there around election time. He owns his own kind of tactical training company. It's called Archway Defense and trains law enforcement agencies all over the country. Obviously, that's not my career anymore, but I have not been to the range in an embarrassing amount of time. So no better person to go with and get trained up than with Pete. So I got to go downtown. I got to get the tripod because I don't know, just document some of it today. I don't know exactly what this is going to look like, but yeah, document some of the range session. I got a truck full of guns. He's got more guns than the mob, so it should be fun. I've not shot a firearm in a while, and that's embarrassing, and I'm disappointed in myself. So we're going to do that today. Today's Monday. I am taking the day off. Schedule's blocked. I never do that, but I deserve it. So here we go. Check you guys out in a minute. It is
the JP5 for the fans out there. MP5 internals in an AR platform by JP5.
Well, you've been steady, building steam like a thunderhead. Armed and ready with the lies you overheard. Well, strike me down like a lightning in the dark. Deliver me the fate I must deserve. Oh, I just wait and listen for the storm.
Who are you and what do you do?
Peter Johnson with Archway Defense. Archway Defense is a training company traveling coast to coast, border to border, training state, local, and federal law enforcement.
Love that. Let's go, baby.
Easy. And go back. One more. So here, on the buzzer, try it your way first.
Where are we going?
I was just shooting into the dirt. Or fuck it, hit the wooden stand right here. See the one? You're basically trying to throw the round through that white box or that wooden box.
Yeah. You got a mag?
Meg?
Yeah.
I shoot Glock.
I got Glock. So you have a Glock? No.
Oh, yeah, I've got Glock mag. Okay. Do your way. Do your traditional. Don't overthink it. Just on the buzzer, break one round in that center box. Copy?
Yeah.
Be alert. So that's a 158. Now on the buzzer, don't try to go fast. Go to full presentation. Don't break a shot. So go out all the way out to full presentation, but just hold it on target. Okay.
One hand or two?
Two. Sorry. So you're prepping. You're just not breaking that shot.
Okay.
Okay. On the buzzer, put that forward pressure on the front sight post. Again. Be alert. So you were on target right around 1-2. One more dry rep. That was a 1-1. Now, put it all together, okay? Be alert. One 6. Try again. Trust your optic. Good hit. 1-5. Now try to throw a punch a little harder, okay? Go. That's a 1-2. How did that feel?
That one felt good, yeah.
That's 0.3 of a second. So every time we can shave 0.2 of a second off of any movement that we have, that's 1 round of opportunity violence that we take away from the adversary. So a 0.2 reduction means that 1 round you shot while the other guy didn't have the opportunity to shoot. So that's where we fight for every 0.2.
Copy.
Make sense?
Yep.
Keep going. Be alert. Throw the punch. Still faster, and you paused on target longer. But you were still 1.8 faster. How did that feel?
I love drills like this.
Yeah. Just a little bit of polishing. Again, you're already sharp at shooting. It's just how can we polish some of those small things? Like, nine. 9-4. Low. Bad grip. 1-2. So it was even slower, but it felt like shit, too. Still 1 second. Don't count the rounds. Better. 4 rounds. Hit the mouse on the trigger. 5 rounds. Touch the previous. So going over one of the drills we do for police and a lot of the SWAT teams on how to speed up their trigger press while maintaining their accuracy, which really comes down to understanding the mechanics of the trigger. So all of that click clunk is using the semi-disconnect, which is unnecessary. It means you're putting too much pressure on the trigger after the shot broke. As soon as the shot breaks, if you relax your trigger, you can speed up. Make sense?
Total.
And the accuracy, which you can't see from here, is there's no difference. So it's a speed game, not an accuracy game. Try it.
So you're coming off that trigger every time.
So instead of coming off the trigger, I don't want, my goal is never to see daylight between my trigger finger and the trigger. Think of it as clicking a mouse. So as you're clicking a mouse, click and relax. A lot of people will say this is a trigger press. That's 50% of a trigger press. A trigger press is on, and I'm gonna be overly dramatic, and off. Where you break it and immediately relax, but you stay in contact with the trigger. If you can see, did you see any gap in between my trigger finger and the trigger? Watch right here. I'll do it fucked up, this one. What I don't want is this. And then let me go get some ammo and we'll show you how to do it properly. So on the last one you saw, my finger came all the way off the trigger, smashed all the way back through. That is a way. The problem with cops is you have to be accountable for every round. So if you're smashing the heck out of the trigger every single rep, there's a good probability you're gonna pull around, which is not a good idea. So by contrast, watch this one. Which you shouldn't have seen a whole lot of light between the trigger finger and the trigger, which can keep you on target and speed up your splits.
Perfect. Done.
Now you do it.
I'm gonna try.
Nope,
Give her my best effort, Pete.
there is no try. You either do or you do not.
Well, we're gonna do it.
You're gonna do it. So prep up a mag and you'll do it with the Daniel, and then you'll do it with this one, then you'll do it with the Daniel, and we'll just bounce back and forth.
Daniel's ready. Where were you aiming? Just sending them?
Yeah, see that dark spot that I kind of burned a hole in the ground.
Oh, great. God, my battery died over the night.
You've got backups. So throw the skis on.
Where are you going, you said? That rock?
See that dark hole I punched into the back of the... Yeah. I was just trying to find one similar spot and make a target out of it. So as soon as you hear the shot break, just relax your trigger finger. Can I give you one other pointer?
Yeah.
On your, think of rifle support grip like a pistol support grip. Watch. When we shoot pistol support grip, where is my support hand if I take my gun out of it? Roughly this.
Correct.
Right? Do a pistol support grip on your rifle. So your palm shouldn't be going up and down, it should be going left and right. So just do this and bring a gun up to it. Boom. What we're trying to do is get this elbow to kick out to the side so the gun comes straight back. If I do palm facing up, what I'm doing is putting alignment in with the bone structure to artificially bring my muzzle higher.
Okay.
So it's here.
Okay.
Try that.
I felt like that was pretty decent.
That wasn't bad. It wasn't bad. I didn't hear the clicks and the clunks.
Yeah.
Like clunk, clunk. So now, and especially with the mil-spec pretty crummy trigger, not rip on Daniel, but a Mark 18 trigger is pretty shitty. It's pretty long travel. So now, do the same thing with the JP. Put skis on. Pistol support grip, lean forward from the waist, pull the rifle back with your support hand, and then just click and relax, click and relax. The key is don't try to make it go faster, just try to see how little movement you can keep in your trigger finger to keep the gun going.
Okay.
Cool?
Okay.
Give me 4 rounds on threat. Cool? Aim in. Gun. Now, give me 5 rounds. Don't count the rounds. So if you count 1, 2, 3, 4, you'll just shoot 1, 2, 3, 4. Listen for them and stop shooting when you hear them. It'll allow you to speed up.
Okay.
Because realistically, you're not going to count them anyway.
Right.
Aim in. And give me 5 rounds on threat. Aim at the target. Knife. Do you see even just that mental change? Your cadence picked up.
Yeah.
So now on this one, I'm gonna watch your trigger finger again. Go aim in. Throw this thumb on, or throw your thumb on this side. Finger on the trigger. And relax. Keep this super relaxed. All of your tension is here. This is completely chill. You're trying to move this the least amount of possible, okay? Give me 5 rounds, go. How'd that feel?
I think that was 6, but yeah, it felt good.
Doesn't matter, yeah. 6, 5, 4. The whole point is, I just want you to get the feel of letting the gun work. A lot of people try to like force it. The gun's capable of way more than we are. Why do we get in its way?
Yeah.
Try it again. Skis on, pistol support grip, throw your thumb on the opposite side. The reason I do that for training is get rid of the sympathetic squeeze, which tightens up the grip as you start speeding up. Just to break the habit. Amen? Give me 6. Done. Got another mag. Here you go. Here's a full one. How did that feel?
Good.
Easy, right?
This gun's baller.
Yeah, they're JPs. I'm biased as shit, but they're good guns. Do it again. Let's go for 5. Gun. Better. Did you feel yourself leaning up a little bit?
A tad.
So think about if I'm going to lift weights, or if I'm actually, how about if I'm about to sprint, where is my weight transfer? Am I going to sprint this way?
No.
So dig in the balls of your feet and let your heels drop to the ground. So the rubber of your shoe is completely on the ground, but all the weight is on the balls, like you're about to sprint forward. Try that. Very light on the heels, but the heels are still touching the ground. Okay, aim in. Give me 6. Go. Better. Way better. Flatter gun.
Yeah.
What did you notice in the optic?
It didn't fucking move.
Pretty cool, right?
Yeah, I mean, I was replacing each round.
And that's why there's a big hole right
Yeah.
where you're shooting.
Yeah.
The biggest misnomer on low power variable optics, like that's the Viper PST, super budget friendly optic. Beat the shit out of these things. People are like, you can't shoot an LPVO fast. You just did.
Yeah.
They're like, oh, I want to shoot a aim point or a EOTech because I can shoot it faster. And those aren't bad optics, but it's a lie that your speed is associated with your optic. Like you just shot really quick with an LPV.
Yeah.
Let's try again. 5 more. Gun. Better. And let's start getting split times. I want to find out where you're at.
Amazing where your weight is placed and how much that makes a difference.
The stance is everything.
It,
Earlier, I felt like I never had toted a gun before.
it's,
And now that you squared my stance up, like
it's a whole new world.
you're teaching me this, and I'm not moving.
No.
Now earlier, if you would have been teaching me, I would have been like this with the wind.
So now let's go back to how
I don't
we-
want to. I can't. No, because then I'm gonna start. Yeah, then I'm gonna start shooting like that
Yeah,
again.
don't. So build in the reps. What I think about is like if I'm gonna make movement on a threat, I want to make a stance that gives me the ability to start sprinting towards that threat.
Yeah.
Right? Opposed to this, which I'm pointing this way.
Yeah.
And then the gun's gonna cam off. But we take athleticism and we don't apply sports methodology for performance behind the gun. But guns are, if you have a gun, you're fighting, right?
Yeah.
If you have a knife, you're fighting. If you have your fists, you're fighting. So those are all sports. Like if you're boxing, that's a sport. We don't take any of the fundamentals from like kinesthetic alignment or weight transfer, all these other things that everybody else knows. We don't bring them into shooting, and I don't understand why. So now we'll do on the buzzer. Wasn't seeing it. There you go. On the buzzer, give me 4. Don't count the rounds. Just let the trigger, you watch the trigger reset on its own. Let it do its thing. Listen for 4 and stop shooting when you hear it. Ready? On the buzzer. 4 rounds, be alert. 1-9 splits. Remember I said opportunities of violence every 0.2 of a second? That's about it. Let's go again. On the buzzer. You should have enough for some more. Give me 5. 5 rounds on the buzzer. 1-9s. So now think of this is the trigger. This is the end of the trigger guard. This is the start, like the receiver, right? Your finger's right here. Pretend you have bookends and try to bring the bookends as tight as you can together for the least amount of movement in the trigger. Especially with this thing, it should just be like click, 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 click.
Yeah.
Right?
Okay.
Let's try that. Okay, ready?
How many?
Give me 5 on the buzzer. Throw your thumb on this side. And this is relaxed. This is tense. Watch that support hand. There you go. 5. Aim in. Do you feel yourself going upright a little bit?
A little bit.
Yep. So as the gun, what happens if I push you back and you don't have a gun in your hands? What do your hands naturally do?
Okay.
They open
Out
up.
of balance.
So that's where if you don't have the base, you'll never shoot fast because your hands, as you start decompressing, your finger comes off the trigger naturally. It's a startled response of falling. So instead, take your chest and drop it. Pull the rifle in. Let's try it. The more relaxed you can be with your trigger finger, the faster the gun will go. On the buzzer, give me 5 rounds. Be alert. How's that?
Smooth.
Let's go in. Another 6. If you want it to go faster, relax your trigger finger more.
Okay. Do
Okay.
you want me here or do you want me here?
You can put it on the other side. The only time I put them on the ejection port side is if I see too much tension, trying to break them of it and isolate the relaxed trigger.
Okay.
Yeah. How are your skis looking?
A little bit off.
They're kind of your pizza versus French fry. Try
Is
that.
better?
Yep. Aim. Tell me where you're aiming at that same berm. Right there, correct?
Yeah.
That hole?
Yeah.
Now, don't look down. Where is your toe to heel pointing?
Fucking downrange.
Is that wild?
Yeah. So like that feels awkward.
Do you know why? And that's too much. Look at your target and draw a line. So it's right about there.
Yeah.
So that's too much.
Should be good.
Right about there.
Yeah.
Okay. Give me 6 on the buzzer. Amen? Don't count them. Listen.
Oh, fuck me.
Solve it. 6. Go. Give me 5 on the buzzer. Amen? Lean into it. Better on the back end. We shaved 0.02 of a second off, so we're getting into the 1.7s. Slowly faster. At the start, you were shooting like 2 6s, so now we're 1.7. We got about a 1/10 off. So instead of like this, get into like athletic, like you're about to lift something, drop your chest a little bit, kick your hips back, and then head up.
Okay.
Try that.
Is this better?
Yep. And all the tension is coming back here.
I missed it. I'm fucked my grip up a little bit.
Yep. Just watch that thumb on the suppressor.
This is messing me up.
Yeah, it's set up for me.
It's better, but
Yeah. Let's do 1 click. So look at me. Are you right eye dominant?
for rifle.
Yep. So then what I do is take a ninja hand, put it over, get into your shooting stance, and drop your ninja hand straight down. Where do you think your stock should be? If the optic is here, where's the optic mounted on top of? The optic's mounted directly at the 12 o'clock position of the stock.
Yeah.
If we want to pick up our reticle faster, get the stock directly below your dominant eye.
Okay.
And then sink this in, because what will happen is aim in, and then lean a little forward. There. Give me 6 rounds. Be alert. There! Did you hear that?
That felt good.
There was a 1.5.
After the first one, it felt pretty good.
Yeah, 1.5.
Yeah.
Do you see the difference?
Yeah.
That's what we're going for.
Okay.
Fuck yeah?
That just like happened.
I know. The problem with most shooters is a lot of us are alphas, so we try to make the gun go faster. The gun is capable with an auto sear without the human intervention.
I don't feel like I did anything different. It just happened.
You relaxed.
Yeah.
And you had a better one, your stock came in, so the gun was flatter, so you got rid of that startled response of your fingers opening up as you lean back, which sped you up.
Okay.
Let's try again. Okay, on the buzzer, give me 6. Dude, that's looking a lot more like John Wick now. Fuck yeah?
Fuck yeah.
Fuck
Fun.
yeah. It's really not complex. Everybody wants to make it way more complex than it is.
Yeah. I think I like the other one better.
Well,
'Cause
yeah,
I can get a better grip on it.
use that one.
What do you call that? Forehand?
Yeah.
I can't get.
The pistol support grip.
Yeah, I can't. With this one, I'm not limited. Like
Yeah.
there's nothing holding it, so I can really get my arm kind of locked
Yeah,
out.
shoot the one with the Velos K. It's a higher flow suppressor, so it's more enjoyable. And that's a JP Tier 1. That's their LE rifle. So check your skis. Shorten that stock. It's a bit too long for you. Yeah, somewhere in there. Pistol support grip. Nice relaxed trigger finger. Lean forward from the waist just slightly. Balls of your feet. Lock in the balls of your feet energy. Light on the heels, but the heels are still touching. On the buzzer, give me 6 rounds. Be alert. Hell yes. How's that?
Good. Feels
yeah.
good.
Again, on the buzzer, give me 6. Yeah, 1 6, 1 7. So we're slowly shaving hundredths off every rep. Give me 5. Lean into it. Pull the rifle back with that support grip. There it is. 1 6, 1 7s. We got rid of all of our 1 8s. Before you had a lot of 1 9s, 1 8s, some 2 0s. Now it's all 1 6s and 1 7s.
Yep.
The rule is the gun cannot shoot fast unless the gun is flat. Did you notice? How was the gun?
Flat.
And then it goes fast.
Yeah.
If you do the work here and relax the trigger finger, the gun will keep running.
Yeah. Okay.
Give me 6. Be alert. One 7, solid. 1 7, 1 7. Those were perfect 1 7 splits. Again. Give me 5. Do you feel yourself decompressing a little bit? There's
bit.
like a pop,
Yeah.
and then that was the pause.
Yeah.
So if it's not going well, stay on the gun and just relax the trigger finger.
Okay.
But if you decompress at all, your finger comes off and you slow down.
Yep.
Give me 6. Stay locked in it. Try to find that 7th sight picture so you're still on the optic after the 6th round. Cool?
Okay.
Aim in. Cover! I've got you covered. Okay, we're back. On the buzzer, give me 5. Stay aimed in. Little wobbly.
Yeah.
What happened?
I started to fall out of it, and this grip wasn't good. I was a little bit chicken winged.
Yep. So, think about getting ready to pick up a kettlebell, right? You almost like prep your chest. Your chest is slightly up, but you're starting to bow out that elbow just a little bit because you're not going to grab it this way. You're almost prepping all the muscles. That's what I try to do with my support grip, just like I'm shooting pistol.
Okay.
Yep, check the stance. Shooter, be alert. On the buzzer, give me 6 rounds. Copy?
Copy.
That was nice. What's awesome from this angle is the gun is just a sewing machine.
It feels like it.
Super cool.
Yeah. The stance is everything. Like, I feel like I can do anything from here.
Think of it as building the foundation of the house. If the first layer of bricks is fucked up, you can try to correct it, but no matter what, that house is going to be fucked up.
Right.
So just make sure that every layer from your feet, the weight transfer, because even though I might have skis on, if the weight transfers on my heels, I'm going to start decompressing and coming off the gun.
Right.
So balls of your feet, light bend in the knees, not forward of your toes, just athletic stance.
Yep.
Almost like I'm going to punch you in the stomach with tight core.
Yep.
So it's and the hips drop, and then the chest is down just a little bit. Pistol support grip, shoulders are square, and run it.
Okay.
Do your checklist from your feet up. You let me know when you're ready.
It's just like a bow.
Yeah.
It's just like bow hunting.
Dude,
where
it's
you're like,
all related.
Your stance, grip, lift the bow, draw cycle, anchor, apply pressure, pull, 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 go.
And
It's
what
the same
happens
fucking
if you bastardize or you don't respect one of those steps?
You're done.
It's the same.
And it
fucking
has to
thing.
be muscle memory where you don't even necessarily even think about it. It's just a process.
Correct. And the key is we've never analyzed our process as shooter. Most of us have not analyzed our process as shooter from the feet up.
And mine's going to be a little bit different than yours, but we should be essentially doing the same thing.
Mhm.
The dialect might just be different in our
Correct.
head.
Yeah, you call it whatever you want. 'Cause I don't really care what you call it. Here's the thing. I'm not emotionally attached to any of this. If I can find a better way, I'll do it tomorrow.
Right.
And I'll drop whatever that piece was and get better with that new way.
Yeah.
But we haven't found anything better than building the foundation up.
Sure.
Do your self checklist. And when you're ready, aim in on target. 6 on the buzzer. 6. Don't count, listen. Easy peasy. solid 1.6s, 1.7s. Again, 5. Amen. Yep, 1.6s, 1.7s, 1.6s. 6. Lean into it, pull that rifle back with your support hand. That last set of rounds, that tit-tit, dude, that was gorgeous.
Thank you.
Have you ever shot that fast before?
No,
Controlled?
no. Usually it's just like mag dump with no form or anything.
You're like,
just taking off. Yeah.
This controlled all the way through.
And I'm like, these don't, I mean, there's no recoil here, but like I can see, like I was telling your wife, I can see me basically replacing the bullet holes in the side of the berm.
Yep.
Like they're not far, they're grouped.
Now, if you take that as a person,
Yeah, I mean,
it's just
dead.
like,
Yeah.
You're like, I win.
Yeah. These rifles are really nice.
I'm biased, but I'm biased because they're really nice.
Yeah. Yeah. That's fair.
And for a sub $2,000 rifle, that's insane.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like that.
They are.
Now, do the same thing with the Daniel.
Okay. Yeah.
But the key is it applies to all semi-autos. Nothing changes, it's just a different gun. But the fundamentals all stay the same. On the buzzer, when you're ready, give me 5. Be alert. Still 1.8s, 2 zeros, 2 2s. Give me 6. There you go, speeding up. There's a 1.6 in there, that was your fastest. Again, give me 6. One sevens, 1.8s, 1.9s. You're still good. Give me 7. Just listen for him. Stop shooting when you hear it. Give me 5. Lean into it. Pull the rifle back. How's your support hand? Here or here?
Not how it should be. It should be like this.
There you go. Ready. 5. What did you notice in the optic changing the support hand?
It didn't bounce as much.
Literally this to this will make the gun go flatter.
But I'll be honest, it's hard to pull this gun in because it's so small.
Yeah.
And that's a little baby.
Just a little guy.
Yeah.
Just a little guy. It's a nice gun though.
But like, that's what I was telling you about.
Yeah. So the other SB Tactical that uses the standard buffer assembly, so it clicks in like this. Here.
That's nice.
It can't rotate.
That's nice. This trigger is dog shit compared to those.
Yeah. Well, it's a shitty mil spec trigger. Now Daniels, their finish is nice. Like they know how to market that. Their barrels are actually very fucking good. Daniel Defense barrels. They're all built on HK barrel machines. But yeah, a JP to a Daniel it's not even gonna be close as far as trigger goes. Okay, let's try again.
Yeah, it does sound, it sounds funnier, which is probably like the
It is. Ready. On the buzzer. Give me 6. When you're ready, aim in. Better. Compared to how you started shooting today to now, you actually look like a fucking fighter now.
Yeah, I feel like it.
You feel like you're in it.
I feel like I at least look cool.
You look really.
cool.
He looks really.
Thank you. Yeah, cool.
Ready. 5 rounds. Be alert.
6. But
Good. So even that gun, which is not, it's over-gassed, which means there's a lot more pressure coming back in the cycle of operations than needed,
it's hard
but-
to keep this flat.
but you're still keeping it flat.
Yeah.
So if you have an over-gassed gun and you have a shitty stance, that gun's going to be bouncing, and you'll notice your gun's bouncing, watching your optic leave the target.
Yeah.
If you're a right-handed shooter, it's probably up and to the right. If you're a left-handed shooter, it's probably up and to the left. But when you keep that gun flat how you are, with the proper stance, even an overgassed gun, you can run it flatter.
Yeah.
Keep going. Amen. Give me 6. Be alert. Do you see the difference?
Yeah.
What happened?
I don't really know. That was a shit sandwich.
The first 2, you got a 1.5 out of that, though.
I think I'm getting tense.
Yep. If you want to go faster, relax more.
Yeah. Okay.
The harder you try to make the trigger go, the slower the trigger will go. I know that sounds counterintuitive.
No, I mean, my best one 20 minutes ago, I was like, I don't know what happened, but
because you just relaxed.
yeah.
Put all the tension here, all the tension into your stance. Your trigger finger is completely chill.
Okay.
Ready. 6. Nice.
Ooh, that was quick.
That was good. That's 1.6s, 1.7s with an overgas gun. Ready. 5. You got hung up on the first one. Too much tension. Could you feel it?
Yes.
And then what happened when you sped up?
Relax. Yeah.
Literally, it's doing less makes the gun go faster.
Yep.
5 more. Now, let's go back to the JP.
What's funny is that I'm starting to put the pieces together with the similarities between this and archery, where with archery, dude, I feel like 80% of it is confidence.
Yes.
Same with this. Like I'm comfortable, but I'm getting more confident, and it's like, okay, like my stance is good, my grip's good, like
Yep.
I know what I'm doing, I know how this is gonna react.
But part of the job of an instructor is to give them an achievable process to achieve that, to realize and do self-diagnostic on when they're outside of the process, which is going to end in a result that other than what they want. So if you give them like feet, balls your feet, right? Skis on your feet, light bending in the knee, all that other bullshit, working your way all the way up to the shooting platform, now they at least know how to achieve it on their own. And you know, like, hey, that one wasn't right for me because I did this thing.
Right.
If you don't get to that point in your skill set, whatever it is, where you can self-diagnose what you did wrong, it's very hard to improve.
Yep.
But the head game, like you said, whether it's archery, whether it's tennis, whether it's literally anything, the fundamentals come down to pretty simplistic concepts.
Yeah.
Then it's getting out of your own head. And don't add more complexity to something that is not complex.
Yep.
They are quick.
They are quick.
There we go. Got a little hung up. Self-diagnose. Are your skis good? Everything solid? Okay, one more round. One more round. And one more round. One more round. One more. I forgot it's all different ammo, so the ejection pattern's totally different. Give me a second. I'm gonna get you in frame. Ready. Is it recording?
Yeah, it should be recording the whole time.
Amen. On the buzzer, give me 5 rounds. 6 rounds. Stay in. 6 rounds. Lean into it. 6 rounds. Buzzer's not even picking it up. That suppressor's good. 6 rounds. Alert. Be alert. 6 rounds. 5 rounds. Ready. There it is. 1 5s and 1 6s in there.
Nice.
Now, give me a string of 8. Just relax and let the gun do the work, okay? Your entire job is to keep it flat and relax your trigger finger. Nothing else. America. Be alert. Covering. Okay, 8. Let the gun do the work, okay? Do you see your toes picking up right there?
I did.
That little bit?
Yeah.
What will that do to you as you start speeding up?
Well, it's gonna. I mean, I notice I'm doing this. Yeah.
Try it again. Lock the balls of the feet in. Light on the heels, heavy on the balls of the feet. Ready. 7 rounds. Now, what's the difference between the last 7 and this 7?
More forward, I was leaning more into my stance, which, you know, kept my optic on target longer. Flat.
More gooder.
Yeah. Sucked less.
Suck less.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Give me 5 on the buzzer. Dig in with the balls of your feet. Light on your heels. Be alert. Nice. 5 more. You feel more John Wickish? It looks more John Wickish.
I feel pretty cool.
It looks pretty cool
Yeah, I
from
feel
here.
pretty cool.
Okay, empty the mag on the buzzer. All you have to do is let the gun do the work. Relax the trigger finger. Be alert. There you go. Shit you out. Next time you really have to pick a better range. I want a view.
I know. I'm sorry. It's the best I could do today.
Try harder.
All the other cool ranges were closed on this Monday afternoon.
Yeah. As they say, do better.
Yes.
That's the sizzle reel. Your turn. And you'll just cut out the misses.
Exactly. Logan,
Logan,
We'll fix
cut
it in
out the
post.
misses.
there's definitely going to be some misses, but we'll be all right.
It's probably 70 yards. There, good correction. You need 3 hits in a row for the highlight reel. Here. Because 1, 2, 3, 1 is a fluke. 2, maybe a really nice fluke. 3, that's not a fluke. Okay, I'll give you this one back. Got 1. Let's see if it's a fluke.
Maybe it's the Daniel. I don't know.
Killing it with the Daniel.
Damn, Daniel.
Get 3. We got 2. Fix it in post. Just make a tink sound.
Yeah, exactly.
That view is going to be
Check,
amazing.
check this out.
And 3, 2.
You hit the red button.
Yep, we're recording. Bin Laden.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Where can people find you, Pete?
Archwaydefense.com or any social media at Archway Defense.
Thanks for today.
Awesome day, man.
Appreciate it, dude.